what's going on, everybody? Kyle Johnson with CappersDirect.com, the Cappers Nation live shows. Bringing you guys a special update video from UFC Fight Night 152. I want to show you guys a little bit about inside our website, as well as everything that we had and when we gave out to all of our UFC clients. Guys, we were able to do something that is unheard of and unprecedented in this industry of giving out UFC fight picks. We gave out a total of 23 individual bets from parlays, leans, as well as individual fight picks, and we went 20-3. Most people don't believe it, so we want to show off everything that is on our website, and we know all of our members that benefited from it absolutely pounded it and had a great, huge, successful money-making card. So guys, if you're looking for a UFC expert that can deliver winners on command, you guys are in the right place, all right? We give all of our fight picks. You can buy them by the week, the month, or the year. It's $29.99 for an individual fight card that includes all of our full write-ups, and you're going to see that in the video, as well as all the official fight picks, all the leans, all the stay-away recommendations, access to all the parlays, all of that stuff for $29.99. And to be honest, guys, I think it's worth a hell of a lot more than that, but we want to bring it to you guys extremely cheap so everybody can take advantage of betting on the UFC. So take a look around. Take a look, watch this little clip, and see exactly how the inside of our website works, as well as how everybody made some money. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick look inside our exclusive members area on CappersDirect.com for our UFC Fight Night 152 package that everybody that paid $29.99 had exclusive access to for UFC Fight Night 152. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over all the leans that we had, the write-ups, the official fight picks, the prop bets, as well as the parlays that we issued to everybody as well. So overall, we issued 12 leans during UFC Fight Night 152, and our overall record was 11-1 on all our leans. Okay, we also had 6 official fight picks. We went 5-1 on our official fight picks. As well, we issued 5 parlays to everybody. We also went 4-1 on our parlays. We hit 3 fight parlays. We hit a 2-fight parlay, and we did drop. The only one we lost was a 3-fight parlay on Megan Anderson that included her in it, and that was the only loser on that. So we're going to go over everything here. We're going to take a quick look at it and show you guys exactly what the inside of our members area looks like and what we had. So you can see scrolling down, our UFC expert, he's already put together, and this changes from week to week, on how to bet the MMA picks, how to bet our UFC fight picks. From stay-off recommendations, strong leans, how to bet a strong lean, it's a quarter bet, from the dog of the night to a fight pick to suggested parlays, everything. And then here you find the very first fight pick, and excuse me for butchering the UFC fighters' names. I do apologize to the fighters and the fans themselves, but everybody knows I butcher everybody's name. Heck, I could probably figure out a way to butcher my own name. All right, so here's the very first fight that we had on the night. Julian Erosa and Julio Ars, however you pronounce this fella's name. But we had 2 strong leans on this fight, starting with Julio laying 750, and we use that in our parlays, and you'll see that towards the end. And we also had a very strong lean that the fight would not go 3 rounds of distance, minus $1.25. All right, so there was that, as well as the full write-up on the fight, as you can see on the screen. And then fight number 2. And fight number 2 was interesting. The Zach Cummings, Trevin Giles fight. We gave out a strong lean on Trevin Giles, minus 155. The write-up was even spot on. And it wasn't the fact that we lost this fight on the strong lean that made it interesting. The fact was that we actually gave this away on our website absolutely free to everybody that signed up. Unfortunately, Trevin Giles did not get the job done on that strong lean, and everybody did lose that lean. However, if you were on board our UFC fight package, you went 11-1 on leans. This was the only lean that we lost, and unfortunately, it was the only one we gave away free. Moving on to fight 3 between Ed Herman and Patrick Cummins. This was a stay-away recommendation, and if you read the write-up, you can actually see that our UFC expert put in there that Cummins can easily be KO'd. He's planning to wrestle Herman. But I've heard him say that before, and he gets KO'd while shooting for a takedown. The fight is too risky to put any money on, and that is why our UFC expert had a stay-away recommendation. Okay, moving on to fight number 4, Grant Dawson, Mike Trezano. We had Grant Dawson as an official fight pick. This was our first fight pick of the night. It was on Grant Dawson laying $1.35 on the money line. Okay, he got the job done for us. We start out the night 1-0 on our official fight picks. Moving on to fight number 5, Michel Pereira versus Danny Roberts. All right, the official fight pick was on the fight won't go 3 rounds of distance minus $1.80. That was a nice, easy winner. All right, we had a strong lead on Michel Pereira, plus 205. And if you read our write-up, you'll even see that our UFC expert actually has a clue and he knows exactly what he's talking about. Before the world was even introduced to Michel Pereira on the UFC Fight Night 152 card, you can even see that our expert even put in there that Pereira will do a flip during this fight. And if he could bet on it, that Michel would do a flip during the fight, he totally would have bet on it. And that you just never knew what he was going to do. He was fun to watch as well. And if you read in the write-up that he was making his debut and he's fun to watch, but he can also see him getting DQ'd here because of the crazy stunts and stuff that he does inside the ring. So, there was always that disclaimer in that he actually loved this to be the dog of the night, but without some stability of Michel Pereira and not knowing what he could possibly do to get himself disqualified, it was just a regular strong lean on Michel Pereira plus 205, but he ended up winning and got the job done in easy fashion against Danny Roberts. So hats off to him. It was a very entertaining fight, and he made us a bunch of money. Fight won't go the distance. Fight pick winner number 2 is in the books as a 2-0 start, as well as Michel Pereira plus 205 as a lean. That put our leans right there, right off the bat at 3-1, plus with a plus 205. Plus a 2-1 dog as well. So fight number 6 was a strong lean on Desmond Green. Charles Jourdain versus Desmond Green. And you'll see in the parlay section, we actually use Desmond Green in our parlays as well. Okay, so you can read in the write-up everything that he believed that Green didn't deserve to be more than a 175 favorite, but that he figured he'd close to minus 450, and ended up Desmond Green closed at minus 750, and that he thought it would be a very long fight that would go the distance. That Desmond Green would end up getting the victory by decision. And, folks, that's exactly what happened. Another spot-on write-up, another spot-on lean, and more money in the bank. Fight number 7, Sijera Eubanks and Aspen Ladd, or Sarge, as they were calling her. We had a strong lead on Aspen Ladd, and if you read the fight write-up, talks about how it's was an odd fight for Vegas because these two have fought before in Invicta, and Ladd did win by unanimous decision. So got the job done there with a strong lean winner on Aspen Ladd, and you'll see in our parlays as well we use that as well. Fight number 8 right here, Austin Hubbard and Davy Ramos. We had a strong lean on Davy Ramos, minus 450. And you can read in the write-up a little bit why. And you guys can start to see that, our write-ups are pretty spot on. And some of them are very, very, very in-depth. So, another lean winner right there on Davy Ramos. But going down to fight number 9, you'll see Nick Lentz, Charles Oliveira. We had a strong lean that the fight won't go 3 rounds of distance, minus 325. That was a nice winner for everybody as well. And we also had a strong lean on Charles Oliveira, minus 355. Both of those were winners. Both of those put money in the pocket for us, right? And then fight number 10 right here, Derek Krantz and Vincent LeCue. Right, we had a strong lean on Vincent LeCue, minus 1,000, and you'll see we use that in our parlays as well. We also had a strong lean that fight won't go 3 rounds of distance, minus 425. And another lean on LeCue wins inside the distance, minus 350. All right, all 3 of those victories, all 3 of those winners, all 3 of those put more money in our pockets, as well as helped us cash more parlays. All right, fight number 11 on the night, Megan Anderson and Felicia Spencer. We had an official fight pick on Megan Anderson, minus 220, and when she wasn't favored as high, he was all about the pick. We had already issued it to everybody. And his general rules, when it gets too high, he likes to turn it into a lean because he doesn't like to. We're more value bettors when it comes to betting the UFC here. But we stuck with it. Unfortunately, Megan Anderson did get beat by Felicia Spencer. So we lost that one. However, we did win the next official fight pick right below that. Fight won't go 3 rounds of distance, minus $1.70. So 1-1 on that fight. However, more fight pick winners. All right, helped us cash even more. So here's a write-up right there. And unfortunately, the Megan Anderson fight, her not winning outright, that actually cost us our 5th parlay. We went 4-1 on parlays, and you're going to see that here in just a minute. But that was the only parlay that we lost.
Fight number 12 on the night. This was our dog of the night fight, okay? This was our dog of the night fight between Ian Heinzich and Antonio Carlos Jr. I believe everybody in the world was on Antonio Carlos Jr. Everybody, their mother, their second cousins, their kissing cousins, whatever you want to call it. Nobody, with the exception of very few people, were on Ian Heinzich. Plus 160, a huge, huge dog. And you could read in the write-up that our UFC expert said that this could be a very close fight, way closer than the odds makers in Vegas were making it out to be, especially the people in the UFC. All right, Antonio does have an edge on the ground, but Heinzich has fought his way out of a lot of good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts. And if you read the write-up here that's on the screen, you could see the reasons why he was taking Ian Heinzich and why he believed that the dog of the night was going to get the job done. And, as predicted, another nice, easy winner victory for everybody. And you guys can all see I posted copies of my individual sports bets. I posted a copy of a five dimes ticket, a screenshot on our YouTube community page, as well as my Twitter account at CapNationKyle. It was a $4,000 bet to win $5,800. That was just one of my two big wagers that I had on our dog of the night, guys. And I'm telling you, our UFC expert, he's able to deliver week in and week out because he's in the know, and he's got a big clue. So taking a look at fight number 13, the main event between RDA, Rafael Dos Anjos, and Kevin Lee. I don't know how many people were on the opposite side of us. We took RDA minus $1.15. He actually closed as an underdog at plus 110. I actually seen him as high as plus 120 right before closing. I posted a copy again on our Twitter, or on my Twitter at CapNationKyle, and our YouTube community page. A 5 dimes ticket for $9,000 to win $9,900. Yes, folks, I bet $9,000 at plus 110 on RDA to win $9,900, and he got the job done in convincing fashion. And if you take a look at this write-up, he talks about Kevin Lee being a big wrestler and stepping up in weight. His last loss as well. And that he was a perfect style to beat RDA, but his chin was very questionable, especially at the lower weight. He just moved up in weight. And he talks about, the fatigue and gassing out, and how RDA had the advantage, and that he would wait, to the later rounds and get the job done in convincing fashion. And RDA did. So our hats off to RDA. Thank you, sir. If you're ever in Las Vegas, I owe you a great meal and a nice bottle of tequila, especially for putting over $10K in my pocket, because I bet it there and I bet it on another spot as well. So hats off to there. And here's the parlays. He gave a good analysis on suggested parlays on how to bet them and all that good stuff. And then here on the screen, it's a little blurry on my phone, but you can kind of see the structure of the parlays. Vincent LeCue, Charles Oliveira, Davy Ramos, Julio Arce. The third one right here, Charles Oliveira, Davy Ramos, Desmond Green. That was a winner. Here's another winner right below that. Davy Ramos, Aspen Ladd, Julio Arce. And then there's that third one that ended up being the loser, Megan Anderson, Vincent LeCue, and Desmond Green. The only loser on there was the Megan Anderson, as well as a couple prop bets that we bet as well. So it's only blurry because it's on my phone, and it's scaled to be on the larger side on the computer. So, but again, guys, UFC Fight Night 152, we were able to do and deliver what most people could only dream about doing while betting the UFC, okay? We had 12 leans, we went 11-1. We put out 5 parlays, we went 4-1. We had 6 official fight picks, we went 4-1. All right. Overall, in total, we issued 23 different individual wagers from the prop bets, individual fights, the leans, as well as the parlays. And we delivered in convincing fashion with 20-3 record. So that's a little bit how the inside of our website looks. And when you are a member with us, what you get. So take note and get on board.
So there you have it, guys. UFC Fight Night 153 is the next fight that we're going to have a card on, guys. Saturday, June 1st, headline Anthony Smith getting back in the ring after getting his butt whooped, guys. You guys don't want to miss another winning UFC card. There's a lot of people out there that give UFC fight picks, some of them for free on Twitter, that go 0-19 over the course of a week. There's a lot of Twitter touts, YouTube trolls that want to try and sell UFC, and they're just not successful. If you've lost 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row paying somebody for UFC fight picks, it's time you guys wisen up and search out a new expert. all right, because they probably weren't an expert to begin with, or they wouldn't have lost 4 weeks in a row. So come over to Cappers Direct, come over to the Cappers Nation live shows, guys. Going to see a lot of new things coming up, a lot of improvements, and a lot more valuable information to make sure you guys are more successful. But if you want winners for UFC Fight Night 153 on June 1st, $29.99 gets you the entire card. $74.99 will get you the entire month, or $649.99 for the entire year. All right. Don't forget UFC 238 takes place a week after that, Saturday, June 8th at the United Center in Chicago. Then you got Fight Night 154 on the 22nd of June, all leading up to International Fight Night in Las Vegas. But before that, June 29th, you've got UFC on ESPN 3 taking place at the Target Center. UFC 239, T-Mobile Arena, International Fight Week here in Las Vegas. Guys, get on board the winning team. Come join us. All right? CappersDirect.com. Click on the UFC link at the top. All right? Take it easy, guys.